live to the world. Say hello, America.
World. Hello, America.
We all know America is 9 people, right?
Oh, no.
9 people watching. 9 people watching at the moment. But that number will go up.
Don't pay attention to that number.
Yeah.
The 9 actually means 9 million. There's,
of course, yeah.
How many zeros in a million?
Like,
7?
I think 9.
Damn it.
Wait, no. Technically, if you're doing like, no, there's 8. There's 8 zeros.
This ain't a math
100
podcast.
million.
Yeah.
100 million?
Yeah, exactly.
It would be 9, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
100 billion.
All right.
That
That's
is
just
how
bringing
it's
math
done.
to the show, schooling us here. Damn it
Oh,
all.
I didn't think about how this photo would look.
Oh no. Okay, let's all get in here.
Terrible. Welcome back to another episode of The Wanger Show.
And I really want to see that photo. Please,
I'll
please
show it,
post it no matter how terrible it is. I'm looking for
That's terrible.
Oh, no, that's good.
That's perfect.
That's
Please
good.
post that. That's good.
There's one, there's some good ones in there. Welcome back to another episode of The Wanger Show.
No.
This is 388, Cody.
All right, 388. The Pokemon tonight, Christian, is...
Wait! Chris, do you know what the 383rd Pokemon is?
88.
388?
Wait, no,
Yeah.
383.
383.
You said 388 a second ago.
Jeez.
No, is it water? Is it a water element at
No.
least?
No,
Or-
it's I believe it's a ground fire.
Oh.
It's red, so it might be a fire. Yeah.
No. Where's your Pokemon? What? Just say it first.
He might know. No. It's Groudon?
Yeah, legendary.
Groupon?
Do you recognize that
10%
one?
off?
Oh, no.
Okay.
That guy?
I was
He looks
gonna.
badass, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
one was my favorite over the other one.
Yeah.
No offense.
Mm.
Welcome, Chris. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
This
Thanks
is
for having me.
our. Oh,
Sorry, had to put the Pokemon down to do the applause for
Pokemon.
our guest. All right.
Chris is not a Pokemon expert. However, he is an acting expert. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Because he is a thespian of the trade.
Sure.
Thespian.
Of the-
Wow.
Thespian,
Yeah.
Thespian of the trade.
I learned that
Wow.
in a book.
Okay.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah.
Howdy. Howdy.
Hello,
Glad to have you here.
He's like, what did I do?
I'm
Yeah.
like,
Why am I here?
What did my agent get me into today? What's happening?
Oh, you've got an agent. Was I supposed to?
Should we run that
Contact?
by him?
Yeah, you should.
Oh, boy.
They didn't send a.
No.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mm.
Well, just sign a blank check and it'll be okay.
Okay, yeah.
Just
You didn't say how much it had to be.
No, I did not. No.
Ever seen that movie Blank Check? It's a good movie.
9
Yeah.
zeros on
It's
there.
so
great
good.
movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
See, he's-
STYLE.
And he's back.
Oh, baby.
He's like, I was actually up for that role.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Chris,
yeah.
guys, played the creature in our latest short film, Dawn. We're stoked to have him here
Yeah.
tonight.
Woo! Yeah, he was supposed to be on a couple of weeks ago, and then we had to bail on him. 'cause
Yeah. That was cool because we got the live event set up, and then I bailed, and then you bailed. We both just kept getting sick as the day was going on.
I did have a thumbnail ready for that,
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Didn't end up using it, but now
I
you're
thought
here.
about just having him do the show by himself, which would have been crazy for both him
There's
and
a
the
lot of
audience,
firsts
but-
tonight.
Yeah, yeah. We're in different chairs tonight. This is weird.
Yeah.
Or you guys are.
Chris is in the
Yeah.
hot seat.
It's in the throne.
How does it feel?
How's it feel to have like good posture over
it
there?
feels pretty good, honestly. I'm not going to
Yeah.
lie.
Okay.
This does feel right.
Yeah.
You know?
Because if you were over here, this would have been you with Cody. You would have just.
Yeah.
Well, our old co-host Brian, this is how he sits like all
He
the
did
time.
like to
he just
spread a
man-spread.
bit like
Not
that,
saying that you're
yeah.
man-spreading.
Yeah, I was
You-
like, wait, now I'm like a
no,
little
no,
surprised.
you're totally, sweetie, you're fine.
Right.
I pushed this over specifically to give you all the room on the
Yeah.
planet, and I don't like
Except for the
manspreading.
big table right here in front of you.
Well,
You have
yeah,
some
there's-
room to spread.
Yeah, you can put your feet up there. I don't
Yeah.
give a shit.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
Okay, all right. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Tell me afterwards. He's gonna be like, I did not like sitting in that
No.
seat.
Yeah.
It wasn't comfortable at all. My
Next
back hurts.
So yeah. Chris played our creature. We're gonna get into all that, all the fun behind the scenes stuff. But you don't just play creatures, Chris. You play human beings. You play, I don't know, thieves. Have you played a thief before?
I have
Spit
not.
theft.
Okay.
No, I have not.
He's like, I play a lot of
Yeah.
soccer players. I don't know. No, you would play a basketball player.
I could. I
Could
get
play.
asked all the time, do I play but I did play baseball actually, but not
Oh,
basketball. I never
shit.
played basketball.
What
Were you
position?
were a pitcher.
No. I was
Like
first.
center field?
First
Oh,
base?
First, that's
He's
first,
tall.
Yeah.
Are you a
Yeah.
lefty?
No, I'm a righty, but
Yeah.
but the thing was it was the tall. It was this is little league, right? So no one can really throw very well. So I was just
You got
had
the reach. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay. All right.
first
How long did you
base.
play for?
all the way through middle school.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then high school is where it kind of petered out.
That's when it
scheduling.
gets. That's when it gets like serious.
Yeah.
That's when I learned I sucked because they
Oh.
didn't even let me onto the freshman team. I was like, well, that's when you have a bit of a reality
They
check.
let everybody on the team.
they
too.
did.
No.
Wait, what?
They
You
did.
make a freshman?
They just took one look at me and were like, this kid's not going to fly. Yeah.
He was the first baseman
Yeah.
too. No, he wasn't.
I was not. I was stuck in right field where people who sucked played, apparently.
But you're a lefty though, right?
Yeah.
So
Outfield, you can be a left.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I wanted to be second base, but
Yeah.
guess you can't be. You know,
Yeah.
I wanted to try to break some barriers. You know, be a left-handed
Yeah.
second baseman,
And there's still time.
but that requires me being good.
Oh, okay.
That didn't really
All
work
right.
out.
Did you enjoy play baseball?
I did. I did like sports, but then once I started acting, it was and I started doing musical theater. So then suddenly, like when the first baseman is doing like a time step, like between the plays, it's like okay, maybe
I love that.
we'll trade in the cleats for some tap shoes.
You gotta stay
Okay.
loose out there. In between
Yeah.
pitches.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so much
exactly.
easier to play a baseball player
Yeah.
as opposed to just playing baseball.
Yes.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean,
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
acting, Cody.
Okay.
You ever
That's
act?
Acting.
You should just act like you're on a good podcast too. You
Yeah.
know, just like we won't be able to tell.
I don't know if I'm that good. I might not be that good. I might not be that good of an actor too.
No, I mean you're fooling me. 'Cause this is a terrible show, and you made a horrible decision.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. So then, what was it that initially got you into acting? Was it a specific movie or you know?
Sure. I mean, I don't know if it was any one movie. Honest, I think mostly my older sister. I really looked up to her when I was growing up, and she started doing dance and then theater, and so we would always play pretend games, just like
cool.
make believe, with maybe more complex than average like kids games. You know, we had
Yeah.
like a running lore.
Hell yeah.
But and then so I kind of just like followed in her footsteps and started doing it, and then it was like one of those things where you get the positive feedback of like oh wow, in ways that I didn't with baseball, of like wow, you actually are good at this.
Don't drop the ball.
Yeah. It's like so I kept going with it, but yeah, that would have been early middle school.
Nice.
Just kind of followed in my sister's footsteps.
Love it. Were you a D&D guy at all or no?
No, I wasn't a D&D.
Okay.
I wasn't cool enough.
Me neither. And I've been wanting to get into it. Harley's been trying to get some stuff set up in the Discord.
Oh, right.
I don't know. I'm too scared. It's too damn intimidating.
Because when you brought up like doing like play with your sister
Mhm.
and having all this lore, I was like,
Yeah.
I feel like y'all would be perfect for like a D&D.
Yeah, well, and it wasn't even just my sister; it was my brother. And when we would have like family events, we'd get the cousins in. We called it Feelong, and it was like almost like a gang war going on. There was that Dalmatians was one gang.
Whoa.
And then people would die, and there was like heartbreak and like
Whoa.
I remember like
Wow.
crying over my sister, being like, "She's gone, she's gone." Yeah.
And would you perform this in front of family too, or
No, just
Oh, okay.
amongst the kids.
Oh,
Just amongst
okay,
the kids.
okay.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
fucking
Just
awesome.
for the love of the medium.
It was
Yeah.
it was sick, and my brother even wrote some of it down. Like it was a fun
Oh, wow.
it was a fun game. Yeah,
Nice. What were your family? Were they into theater or anything, or no?
A big family of performers, music and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, and some writing, but not a lot of like theater
Okay.
in the family.
Nice.
But definitely music for sure.
Well, you're a singer too, right?
Yeah.
You got some chops.
I
Yeah.
sing a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Christmas with you, everyone.
Woo!
On Spotify, all streaming platforms. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
put those links in those descriptions too to check out his. He's not only a thespian, he's a.
Did you just discover the word thespian today?
Shut up.
It feels like
What's-
he's just
I know.
really
What's-
excited to share that
What's
word.
what's thespian for singer? You know what I mean? Like if thespian to actor, blank to singer.
I think he got me there. No. Vocalist? I don't know.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah,
lame.
yeah. I know.
He's
It's
a-
cool.
Yeah.
Operatic over here.
Okay,
I don't
there we
know.
go. That's
I
okay.
have no idea.
Yeah.
What did you? Were you always singing and stuff, or did you like when you got into musical plays? That's when you were like, oh, I'm gonna sing too.
No, yeah, always singing. That was music is something that we always grew up in in my house. Yeah, my dad was a big Elvis Presley fan, so we were always listening to Elvis and watching his old movies. And whenever we were like, Sunday family cleaning, it was always like play some music and get to cleaning. Always singing in the car, radio, karaoke. Yeah.
Is he one of your favorites, or is it just like a passed down thing to you?
Passed down thing.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, no Elvis hate. Don't come for me.
No, that's
for
fine.
Elvis
He's
hate,
in the
but-
chat right now. He's
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
very upset about this.
He's also a little gross.
Came back
you
from
know,
the dead.
just
Upset
a
about
little
this.
bit.
Yeah. So
We could
it's like,
separate the art from the artist a little, I guess.
I thought you were saying he was gross because he's dead. That's why I
Well,
thought the dark
Sure,
joke you were making.
Literally.
I was like, wow.
Yeah. He's
all right.
fucking bone right
Too
now.
soon?
No.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I meant like, anyways. Yeah.
Got it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
Go-to the warm-up is always LOVE by Nat
I love
King
how
Cole.
quick he was. He was quick.
No,
he was
not
ready.
even, not even that. He's got the warm
That's
up
not the
down.
go-to.
He's
That's
got
the
the
first.
set. That's
the
your
first
warm-up.
song.
Okay.
Step one.
Yeah,
Okay. Because when you're
yeah.
out of these nights, you generally get like, if you're there for a bar karaoke night, you get what, like 3 to 4 songs max? So yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
what's next on the set?
After LOVE, Nat King Cole would probably be a one-hit wonder. Not everyone knows it, but an older song called "New Shoes" by Paolo. Forget his last name. Nuini. I don't know.
Okay.
It's like it was an old song. It's kind of a one-hit wonder, honestly.
Okay.
But it's
New
like
Shoes.
yeah. People usually like they'll remember it, and then
Okay.
they're like, oh yeah, I remember that song. So
All
yeah,
right, well, I gotta do it.
yeah,
It's worth a copyright. Hold on.
yeah.
New shoes. Hold on. Look
It's
it
going
up.
to get there. We'll wait as long as this possibly takes. Don't you worry.
Yeah, you don't have
We'll
to
get
talk
there.
at all.
Nope. We're going to let you play it.
Paolo
Get
Nutini.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, I got to connect it to
there.
the thing.
Yeah.
This is just how the show goes, man.
Didn't
Just
have
off
to
the
do
fly.
this.
Just off the fly.
It's
you know?
happening, though. And it's already here.
Yeah.
Well, while we're waiting for this, is there a closer song that you come in with as well?
Closer song. Wow. I mean, if you're closing it out with a ballad, then
Yeah.
"To Make You Feel My Love" by Adele. Yeah,
Okay.
Adele's
Ooh,
version.
nice.
Yeah.
That's like the closeout ballad.
Dang.
Yeah.
Shit.
This guy's got some taste. We're over here like, I like Sum 41.
First Date is a pretty good karaoke song.
Third Eye Blind. That's mine. Yeah.
Slen also says vocalist is probably the closest equivalent to thespian.
Got
Maybe musician.
That seems too. Musicians like too.
Slen,
Yeah.
thanks for trying.
Yeah.
I'll take vocalist.
I appreciate it.
Here's New Shoes.
Yeah.
No clue.
Sounds somewhat
Shut the
familiar.
fuck up.
It
No,
sounds
you
somewhat
have- no,
familiar. I'm
you
not gonna be able to
stop.
sing
Yeah,
along
come
to
on.
it. I'm not going. When did this come out?
Early mid 2000s.
Oh, I was gonna say
Oh.
90s.
I love the
Okay.
vibe though. It makes it make it seem like it's older.
Yeah. No, it's a vibe. It's good.
So you just crush the karaoke. It's not even a competition. You're like step aside.
It's just
Yeah.
my family's pastime. Like there's no like you don't come over to the Brumley house and get out without doing some karaoke.
Damn.
Yeah. It's just.
I wish I had your
what
family.
we do. yeah.
Want to trade?
My dad can get anyone on the mic. Like that's
Oh
his
my God.
anyone
Oh.
who comes in and is like, no, I'm not gonna sing. My dad will.
Get up!
Get up now! No, it's usually more with like bourbon, not necessarily guns. But he makes it happen.
That's how he holds
Okay.
his bourbon.
Yeah.
Come on!
He's got the bourbon glass.
Yeah,
It's in the shape of a gun.
Exactly.
Get in!
It's all classic glasses are.
Yeah.
I don't
love
even think
that.
I've heard my parents sing.
No?
No.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah. Maybe you should have this chair.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. So yeah, getting together for Thanksgiving or Christmas holiday
Christmas,
time.
birthdays, weekends.
Then
yeah.
just like it's a
Mhm.
karaoke
Yeah, my
extravaganza.
uncle Mike at one point owned a bar that did karaoke as well too. So
Holy
he would like facilitate karaoke.
Why-
Yeah, it's the whole family. Yeah.
Why are we here?
I love that
Our
there's a
families suck.
family business of
Our
karaoke.
families fucking suck. God.
Shit, man.
Damn, that's awesome. I love that. No, it's in a time when it can be very stressful to be hanging out with family. One thing that could for sure unite everyone is karaoke.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Look at karaoke.
Wow. Okay, so you got karaoke. What was like the very first very first play and or musical that you ever did?
Good job differentiating the two. You're getting better.
I'm trying. And then follow up to that, what would you consider as like the first like real like, you know, because like you maybe you did one early on, it was like, oh, I did this play in middle school and it was like fun, but you
Yeah,
know,
sure.
then you did one in high school, it was like this was like the real moment.
Yeah,
you know?
sure. The very first thing would have probably been for my church when I used to go to church with my family. I don't even remember what the play was. It was like some sort of version of Humpty Dumpty. But I just remember I played a bee, and I dressed up as a bee, and then I just got to come up to the little podium and go, buzz off.
Yeah.
It's like, buzz off, Humpty Dumpty, or something. And that was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that'd be like if we're going like very first.
Okay. Yeah.
And then in middle school, we did, I was a part of a performing arts school that did something called the Road Show. and our teacher had like put together a little show about musical theater and the different like elements of dance and theater, and we would go to elementary schools and perform that for kids. And so
it's like an actual road show. Okay.
Yeah. So that probably would have been the first thing that I was in, where I was like, this is, you know, real. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, that's awesome. Do you like have any moments where you can recall like just like everyone kind of bombing on the stage, like no one really kind of into it or anything?
Yeah. Well, because I mean, when you're in middle school, like certain kids are just taking the theater class because it's the easy A. Yeah. Sure. It's like it's not, and it's not PE. So like,
I always say that like taking a theater class is much better than than like a communications class, or like not communications, like a public speaking.
Sure.
Because someone told me that like you should take a theater class. It'll help you out like speaking in public a lot more. Because we did when I did a theater class in like college, and we just did a bunch of different like exercises and stuff, and then a couple like some of our tests were kind of like mini plays just for our class and whatnot, and it was just like so much fun just to kind of just like not give a shit and just like let loose,
Yeah. And it kind of creates a space to kind of get out of your head. And it's really goofy that if anyone could be like a fly on the wall in a theater class,
or a
like,
bee,
or a bee
on the wall.
Oh yeah,
just buzzing away. Buzz.
You'd see the craziest stuff. I mean, it's just absolutely just the most ridiculous things, but all of it's generally just towards the push of like getting out of your head,
comfort zone. Yeah. I remember we did one exercise where it was you and your partner, and the one person is sitting in a chair, and they just have to sit there and not get up. The other person, they have to say only one thing, and it's just get up. And the other person can't get up. So it's just like this kind of like weird back and forth. And I remember like, I think there was like another chair in the room, and I remember grabbing the chair and throwing it at the guy. And then my teacher, the professor, was like, whoa. And I broke, and I said, I'm sorry, but get up. So I imagine like walking into that classroom and just seeing people yelling at someone saying "get up" as an exercise. It'd be kind of weird.
Yeah, could you? And then you always hear like casting directors crazy stories where like people are doing scenes, and it's like, you have to like throw a drink in someone's face, and the actor actually like will pick up something and like throw it. It's like, oh my gosh.
So you definitely prefer doing like plays or musicals over like
short films in the desert.
No,
creature work.
No, short films in that. Well, this was creature work. I actually love. Yeah. So this was my first time doing like real like creature work. I had done just one other short before this one.
With the same suit, I think.
With the same bodysuit, different mask.
Right.
Yeah. And so it was fun, but that was more just like one jump scare, and that was it. Whereas this had much more like movement and really like kind of physical acting in it. And I loved it because it kind of took me back to theater. And I think there's something really powerful in having your face covered, and having to really like embody something throughout the entire body and not just the face. You can kind of let go of all of that thought of like, oh, what's my angle, or do I look, what do I look like?
It's very daunting as a director to like direct someone who's like imposing, like, giant as you are, but then you having a mask and not being able to see your facial features or just any reactions. And I would like say something and you'd be like, okay. And be like, is that okay?
It's also just great, like in between setups or whatever, like he'd just be sitting around and I'm like, doing okay? You good? Just like, oh, I'm good. I'm just like, I don't know if you actually are, but
because you must have been like dying of sweat in that thing.
Well, it was
or
freezing.
Freezing? Well,
I know it's like a wetsuit.
Were you warming
like
it then? Was it nice and warm for you?
It was warm. Yeah.
So you were fine outside?
It was pretty fine outside.
Wow.
Yeah. The feet were.
We all should have worn
a little
one.
cold.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's literally like a wetsuit, so it was keeping everything in. But the biggest thing is you all were pretty good about getting me out of it if it wasn't going to be immediate.
Yeah, we're not monsters. You were.
I had done the previous.
Thanks.
That was good.
Yep.
The previous one the previous short that I had done, I was in the suit for a long time, so I got really comfortable being in the suit.
Right.
To the point where I really thought that I was gonna like be. It was one of those things where like every
Am
actor
I the
has, where
monster?
you're like, I'm gonna be in this movie, and then you watch it and you're like, oh wow, I was just
like
a jump scare. It's like, how was I? but you all and Angie had it dialed, and getting us and getting it on and off. So I wasn't in it for too long, but yeah, just between takes, it was very much just like.
Just
because you have
I'm gonna get this girl.
I mean, it's like it's like something's hugging your chest. So it's like you're just very kind of like zen in between between takes.
A couple behind the scenes photos of you, I think, just sitting on a chair, just like
it's
leg kind of up. I think you had like flip flops on or something.
I haven't posted one of them yet. Yeah. There's one where you're just like kind of like sitting there, and I always see like the guy in the xenomorph suit where he's just like.
Yeah.
There's kind of one of you just like sitting like there, just like, oh, get me out of this thing, but let's go, let's do it. You know?
So, but the creature work I love. I think I do. But as far as like favorite type of acting, it's hard to go from because you have your first love, which would have been theater. But I haven't really done theater in a long time since moving to Los Angeles. I've pretty much only been doing TV or film. So it's just a different animal. I think I do kind of enjoy the pace of TV and film and screen acting. But I still audition for theater stuff. Nice. I mean, I still love doing that.
Yeah, there's a spontaneity about theater compared to TV and film where a lot of the time you're just sitting around and waiting. And then you come up, you do a take or two, and it's like, okay, cool, moving on. Then you go back to just sitting and waiting, So yeah, I can definitely see both. I feel like it would be more nerve-wracking to do theater or musical because it's like, this is it. There's no cuts. You mess up.
Yeah, it can be nerve-wracking, I guess, but I think the difference is you also usually have anywhere from like 2 weeks to a month of rehearsal depending on the show. So there's the spontaneity exists like in the moment, but you have everything kind of dialed in. You have more time to dial it in. Where the turnaround on screen is usually much faster. So there's really not as much talk beforehand, and so it's nerve-wracking, I get, but I don't know if it's more nerve-wracking because you just have so much more time with the project. Usually in screen, the actor is like the last person to get their hands on at my level anyways. I'm like the last person, the producer, the director, the writers, they've been holding on to it for months or years. They've been thinking about what they were doing.
We didn't give him the script at all. You're not reading it.
I didn't just fucking see anything.
Go here and swipe. Do this.
So it's like you're usually you almost feel like a hired gun. You're like just coming in for someone's thing, and then it's like and so it's sometimes more difficult than I think in theater to feel that kind of ownership over something, over a role.
Do you ever get nervous at all?
Oh yeah.
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 Do you? I'm probably more nervous, like going in for auditions or the actual thing itself.
Probably more maybe the auditions. I haven't done many auditions in person out here anyways, because I moved to LA in 2019, and then 6 months later we were like locked down, and so my experience here has mostly just been self-tapes. So that's you get little less nerves. But I remember my first audition after graduating college for TV, and it was actually for film. It was in Cincinnati, and I biffed it. I just was not. I got so nervous. And there was the reader, and I could feel my legs shaking, and I got so nervous. So then I just started consuming as much literature, interviews, podcasts, books from casting directors and producers and other actors, and just how to combat those nerves, literal just like exercises to calm your nerves. But the biggest thing is a lot of the stuff that I do outdoors really helps that.
That's something that I wanted to bring up too, because something that I learned pretty quickly when we were out filming, because there was a point where we were like, oh, what are we going to do about like his feet? Like, because I think prior,
you were barefoot out in the dirt.
I think prior,
not ideal.
I think prior we're like, oh, most of the shots we won't see his feet. And then we get there, we're like, oh no, there's quite a few shots of his feet. So I was like, hey man, is it cool if if you're barefoot a couple times and we'll have you sit on step on a mat, we'll give you some shoes, whatever. I think I did buy slippers.
There were slippers.
He should have worn that or just a random pair of Vans and just never explained it.
Yeah.
But then Vampires Vans.
But then when I asked you that, you're like, yeah, no problem. I rock climb all the time. I walk. I think you like said literally, I walk out here.
I walked
barefoot.
here.
Yeah, I was like, I walk barefoot. I walk barefoot out here all the time, and I was like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah. So I do a fair bit of rock climbing, and I think that that helps the nerves, right? Because I mean, I'm not a psychologist or psychiatrist or anything, but it's like pseudo fear exposure, right? So now when I am in an audition or doing like a virtual audition, and I'm talking to someone, or I'm on a podcast with really cool people, and I feel like an idiot. See, look,
I don't push the buttons.
Retracted. Retracted.
No, when you get nervous, I just think like, no, I literally climb mountains. Like I've literally
climbed
done
through
that.
the fucking
like,
window just to get here.
Yeah,
I'm like, dude, there's a door.
Free soloed this thing, man. I just climbed
But
up.
no, it's like I do scary. Like, I mean, this past weekend, I was in Joshua Tree again, and I was doing scary things, like actually scared. Like,
is it like free climbing?
So it's technically considered free climbing. It's not. I don't solo very much, like with no protection. But
imagine just saying that to someone. I don't solo that much, but you know,
No,
a couple
no.
times.
But
I do.
I've done it,
Yeah,
and
I
it was
know.
badass when I did it.
If
You know, free solo. That was
yeah.
actually me.
Yeah, that was actually
he's a
me.
body
that
double.
was a creature suit as well. No, it's I usually have protection. So, but the type of climbing that I do, you're placing the protection as you go, and so you don't have another piece until you put it in, and so if you take the fall, you're falling below the last thing that you put into the wall.
But still, it's that.
Yeah.
I mean, you're like how many feet in between that?
It could be anywhere from like a 10-foot drop to a 30-foot
Fuck
drop.
that.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna max out at 10. I thought like, I knew it from like 2 to 5.
No,
and
yeah,
that's just a Tuesday.
Yeah,
Oh,
because of the
Jesus
because if I put something in the wall, right, and then I climb 10 feet above it, and then I haven't put anything, then I'm falling that 10 feet, and then the 10, because the rope comes out. Yeah, so you have slack. So then, so you're doubling whatever the length is between your last piece. You're doubling that for your fall because of the rope being.
I have a
out.
stupid rock climbing question.
God.
I'm really sorry.
I'm sorry.
As you're hooking yourself on these various locations, where are you deciding where to hook? Are there open spots where other people have climbed? Are you stabbing the rock?
Yeah,
what are you doing?
So what we're talking about is trad climbing, and it usually follows crack systems. So that's what you're using. You're actually you're wedging something into a crack.
That's the one that kind of looks like a knuckle, like, and you stick in there, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's got a trigger.
I've seen Vertical
on
Limits
it.
so many times.
Yeah. So it's exactly yeah. So you put it in there, and it kind of grabs the rock through friction, and it stays in there. So you're usually using some sort of like crack system.
Enough to support your weight if you fall 30 feet, for example.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
got
So
it.
you trust it, friction? You trust that?
I do. Yeah.
I know.
I
don't know.
I trust it. Yeah.
Dang. What's the furthest you've like fallen when you've been hooked up?
Oh gosh, I can't. Mom, are you watching?
Oh no!
I was like,
You've never fallen.
No, I've
You're pro.
probably about like 30 feet or so of just like because that was just because the person belaying me was lighter than me, so when I fell, I actually pulled them.
Oh shit! That's
so then
literally the opening scene of Vertical Limit.
Yeah,
it's my fucking nightmare. I'm terrified of heights, like absolutely terrified.
I was too though. That's the thing that's why I started climbing.
Stop it! I'm not doing it. I'm not. I
It's
see what
usually
you.
one of those indoor places. I've done those before, and I suck. I'm
I've
terrible
done
at
those.
it. But like,
I'll have you know, I got to the top of the M&M store in Vegas.
Oh, wow, good
I
for
rang
you.
the bell.
yeah,
Nice.
And it's not
Was
there
is
anymore.
a staircase or?
it was an elevator.
Oh.
It was an actual rock. Okay.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
Sure.
But they had me on the wire, and
Yeah.
I just floated down. You know,
Yeah.
so.
But no, I was scared of heights before. I started really climbing just right before I moved to LA, and the reason and that was because I was scared of heights, and I knew I was kind of scared of going for my dreams, right? And so it was like, here's this tangible thing that I'm actually afraid of, and if I can do that, then this more intangible thing becomes more manageable.
Okay.
And
Seems like an incredibly healthy way to address the industry. It's actually a really good idea.
So I mean, and I've done that in various ways, and it's been kind of like a driving force in the things that I do. If it's anything that I feel like I think I can't do, then maybe it's something I should try to do, just to see.
Live like Chris, man.
Yeah.
Just have a family that's awesome. No rock
Sing
climbing.
songs.
First,
Jesus, man.
have good parents first. Yeah.
Damn, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
What's do you have like a Mount Rushmore of like rocks that you want to climb?
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore,
He
yeah,
wants
Mount
to climb
Rushmore,
Lincoln's
yeah.
nose.
Is it one of them on there?
If anything to destroy it. No.
Hey, stop it.
Yeah.
No, keep going. Hold on.
Yeah.
Who'd you put up there? No.
Yeah. You know, it's gonna sound it's pretty. Well, I was gonna say it's pretty on the nose, but the nose.
Oh, yeah.
The nose at in Yosemite on El Cap. That's kind of my goal right now,
Okay.
and I had that idea last year. It was the first year since I started climbing that I was like, I think I might be able to actually do this. So I spent before the Yucca Valley Film Festival. Before that, I'd been in Yosemite since May of this year. I was picked up a job there so I could live in the valley.
Nice.
And was just climbing as much as possible. And then still auditioning for stuff from self-tape. So that's like the
Still do
brilliant
it,
of the way the industry goes now. But so yeah, I was doing that from May, and I really thought that I had a shot at it, but it just didn't work out this year. But that's like first thing that's kind of the goal right now. Is
New
to
year,
climb
new
the
me,
nose.
2025.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you do something like that, when you like set a goal for like a rock formation that you want to climb, are you doing that by yourself, or do you have like a team that are with you?
You could do it by yourself. Yeah. I can't do it by myself, but like people, I mean, you can watch a movie.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
That's so yeah, you could do it by yourself, and there's people that I know people that do it by themselves. That's a whole other setup. But I would at least go with like one or two other people.
Yeah.
I would be either just like one partner or a 3-party system to do it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fucking A, man. Yeah, that's scary. I'm all for facing fears. I think that's great. I admire that. No.
It is so.
What's something we can get you to do then if you don't want to do rock climbing? What else are you afraid of?
I killed a spider the other day.
Okay, well,
Is that not?
let's get you to a spider farm.
that-
Let's get you to a
would it be more scary to have not killed it
No.
and to like have helped
What are you
it out?
doing, dude?
But that's what I'm
So
saying.
let's
like,
put you in a room with spiders, but you can't
but
kill
you can't kill them.
No.
Yeah, with them.
Put me in a room. Yeah, put me in a room full of brown recluses.
Yeah.
And see what happens. No, I'm burning that building down. Burning it down.
All right, fine. What about roller coasters? Like, we confront your roller coaster
I've
fear?
been on
Roller
roller coasters. I've been on them all.
Like the big ones, though.
I've been on them.
Bungee jump?
Big one. Oh,
No,
let's do
no.
that.
I think
Come
I would rather
on.
rock climb than
Skydive?
bungee jump.
Mm.
No. I mean, if I had to pick one, zip line.
Zip line. Okay.
That's pretty scary to me.
That's
Zip
where I
line
start. That's how I
seems
started.
more.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like more can go wrong with a zip line. In
Sure.
skydiving, one thing can go wrong, and then you're fucked.
Yeah, that's true.
You know.
And if I did it, I mean, I think, I guess technically ziplining, it's a little out of your control. But like, if I were to skydive, that's just complete. Because especially with your first time, you have to go with somebody.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you're just completely out of control of the situation, and that I think freaks me out even more. I guess same thing with bungee. Bungee jumping's freaky to me because it's like, you ever see the ones where they bungee jump and they actually like dip their faces into the water when they hit the bottom and they just go back up? That's
Yes.
not cool. Don't do that.
I know that I'll never weigh enough to be able to actually get down there. If anything, my thing's not even gonna like go down that
When
far.
you
I'm just
zip
like,
line, do they got to throw the thing out to you?
I really got to get a lot of assistance to get down there.
Okay.
But yeah,
All right.
we'll find something for you, buddy.
We always talked about going to Six Flags.
Yeah,
like
we
doing
talked about
video
doing a
of
lot
that.
of things.
Yeah, I
but
know.
yeah.
But I've been on every ride at Knott's. Those are scary.
They're okay.
Those are scary.
They're okay.
I've been on every ride at Disneyland. Those are
Okay.
scary.
Yeah. All right.
Splash Mountain.
It's a small world.
It's fucking
Scary for
scary.
other reasons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
terrifying.
Yeah.
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 So yeah. All right. So you're a thespian. You're a vocalist. You're a what's thespian for rock climber? Can I find
An
it?
adventurer,
What would you call
No.
it? Just a rock climber? Rock
climber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Idiot?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, just a rock climber.
Just a rock
Yeah.
climber.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
All
dirt
right.
bag sometimes.
Ooh, I
if
like
you're-
dirt
if you
bag.
full time it, that's if you're like
Yeah.
full timing out of like a vehicle or something and just climbing, then yeah, the dirt bag is you kind of wear as a badge of honor.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. We're gonna change the title of this. Dirtbag, Chris Brumley.
Dirt
Talks.
Bag, Chris Brumley.
Bringing it back to Dawn really quick. Anthony M in the chat said, "Just got here. That was a vampire. Thought it was a werewolf. Whoops.
It was both. It was both. Anthony.
Maybe the shot of the moon They might have thought,
They might have thrown it off, yeah.
But a hairless werewolf.
None of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Think
Hey,
that.
you know what, Anthony? When the short film's out there, it's yours, pal. Whatever you want it to
Yeah.
be. Who am I to stop you?
Yeah.
You know, if you want it to be a werewolf, you can be a werewolf. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Werewolves can burn up in the sun too. Why not? Yeah. Fuck it.
Sun's hot, man. Hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, when we brought you on for Dawn, let's talk some specifics about when we shot it and whatnot.
Don't
I
mind
think,
me. I'm gonna
oh,
reach across.
okay.
I was
He's
gonna do it.
got
Yeah.
a problem. He's got a problem. He's got a problem. I've been telling him to stop.
That's not true at all.
We brought you on. I think we got your info from Angie because you had worn the suit. She was providing us with the suit and the mask, and Angie was our special effects supervisor who did all the really great makeup on the short. And then we just started talking. We sent you the script. You said cool, and then you were kind of on board.
Yeah.
And that was that. I think you read the script. You're like, cool, I'll do it.
Yeah, there was no.
I think you just said cool.
I mean,
With a period at the end.
I'd take that anytime. To be honest with you. Yeah. Yeah.
What were your initial first thoughts?
I was actually really excited about it. First, I was
a good actor.
The first thing that well, no, I'm not acting.
He's
I'm an actor, not
he's
a
a good
liar.
dirtbag
Yeah.
right here.
But no, I was excited. I was thrilled because one, I knew I would get more screen time, so that was a plus. But I really liked the story. I liked that she. And my favorite thing was that she went back, and then she goes back and like kills this monster. Yeah, and that I really enjoyed that aspect, that she didn't just like drive off and get away.
Spoiler alert, by the way.
Oh yeah, sorry. Should have said spoiler.
it's been out for a
Everyone
week.
who's watching this watched it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
You're good. You're
That's
good.
fine.
No, I was mostly just really excited to actually get into a suit and really have some movement incorporate in it, because of coming from the theater and musical theater and a dance background, like the movement aspect is what I was most excited about, and the action sequences. As an actor, you think about your dream projects, and mine would definitely be in like the action realm, that kind of adventure action, and so. Watching your all's previous work and reading the script, I was just like, okay, this is going to be a really cool project. Like I really want to be on set and have this experience. Get to do stunts, get to do creature work. Yeah. And then I knew if it turned out bad, you wouldn't see my face. So I was like,
very big
playing with house money. At this point.
So I was like, this is a no-brainer for me. Yeah. But no, I was absolutely gonna say, I was absolutely on board, and also especially since when Angie and you both reached out to me, she had mentioned that she was colleagues with Santino Farice.
Santino.
Yeah, and
which I believe Santino provided us the mask. Or no, the bodysuit.
The bodysuit, yeah. And he was doing he did makeup on the shoot I did prior to this one, and it was the same bodysuit. And so that's how Angie got my name, was from him.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed working with him, so it was like, okay, if it's that was a connection. And then after reading the script, I was like, this is really cool.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be a part of it. But the one thing that I wanted to do the most was crash through a glass door.
I know.
Yeah. So I think in the original script, like that door that
up until the final script, this was going to be a thing.
There's a sequence where it's like a cool little oneer through the Airbnb, and Chris was supposed to just break through the glass.
We had fake glass.
We were
going to use.
We were going to buy fake glass, but just in terms of timing, it would have been.
No, it was the issue with the shot ended. So like with the oneer starts inside the house, the door is open or whatever. We come back. If it would have broke where the shot ends outside, you would have seen that the door wasn't actually broken.
Yeah.
So we couldn't quite block it well enough to like hide that. So, and we were rushing. It was like 2 a.m. We're like, fuck it, let's just do it without.
Yeah.
So she leaves the door open.
She leaves the door open. So I mean, I think it's fine. Yeah. I think if we had more time to like really think it through, because the fake glass actually was kind of cheap, and it would have been cool. I think that what we were planning, if we did have the fake glass, like you would have came in, like as soon as we rounded that corner, someone would have like been there with a
Thrown
bucket
it.
of the glass just to like shatter it, you know, and then throw it on the ground. And then maybe an alternate, instead of just going back, she could have just maybe like hid behind the table and go out the other door or something like that. But again, these are things what happens when when you're trying to film something and you just run out of time to do it. The Wonder was like one of the easiest things to film. It was the very last thing we filmed, and we only did it like
great.
5 or 6 times, I think.
Yeah.
And it was super cool. But yeah, next time.
Next time we'll have a door for you. Next time. Yeah.
Get you to break into some glass next time. But yeah, no, I think I mean overall, like along with like the stuff that I wish we would have done, there's more things that I wish we would have done on this one, and a lot of it just has to do with like timing too. Like I wish, because I think before we filmed, we were talking a lot about like trying to meet up and go through some of the movements and stuff, and that just never happened. Like I wanted you to like be in the suit and the mask, and I just timing wise, we just didn't end up having the time to do it. So some of that stuff I wish we could have gone over a little bit more and like just further done some more interesting things. But I mean, I think overall, I think it turned out really cool. So,
yeah, no, definitely. I think it turned out so sick, and I was actually surprised because I had never shot like an action sequence before like that. And so I mean, I'm on set like, I do not know what this is gonna look like.
Yeah,
because it's a lot of. I mean, I don't know if this would make it into any sort of making of that you all were talking about, but but a lot of it is like, okay, and go. Okay, now we'll punch in here, and then we'll cut in here, and I'm like, so in my head, right? So like I've not produced anything myself. I've never edited anything myself, so I don't really. Sure. I've let people. I kind of stay in my lane, and I let people take care of that. So I really didn't know. I was like, what is this going to look like? How is this going to turn out? And then I'm watching and I'm like, oh my gosh. That is so
Thank
cool.
you.
Yeah. I was like, this turned out so great with the scratch and the
because we're thinking the same shit. We're like, is this going to work? It's good that we have the comment.
And you're right. You're on a time schedule and so some things felt so quick, and I was really like, I have no idea what this is going to look like. I didn't have the foresight or the visual vocabulary to know what some of these shots could look like after being edited. And could
I've got a problem. No.
So and it looks so cool, and it's awesome. The one thing that I maybe would have wished that I would have done different, and I know that you asked me this on set, was
fucking actors don't listen to me.
You have great ideas, Christian. You ignore it every time.
You just asked if I wanted to see it. You all shot something, and then you said, "Hey, you want to see it?" And I said no. I was like, I don't want to see it. I usually don't watch it unless the director's like, "Hey, I want you to watch this. I want you to show this."
For a specific reason.
Yeah, for a specific reason.
Get over here.
But you were like, "Do you want to see it?" And I was like, "No, because I know what I'm seeing is going to be a rough draft anyways." I think it definitely helps, but it's like, I want to see it when it's, and not every actor feels that way. I know some actors feel that way, but this is one instance where I wish I could have watched. Cause like you were saying, I think I would have, like, of course you go back and you see things and you're like, oh, I would have. But I'm like, yeah, I wish I would have watched the take so I could have been like, oh, I can do that differently, or like, oh, let me get more. There's like, let me go a little further in the movement and the action.
And I think part of that too should be on us. Like we should at least, I know we were like kind of blocking, as we're there and kind of like, you go here kind of thing. But I think, like if you actually see it and be like, oh, okay, maybe it can kind of give it a little bit more of context behind some of the movements. But again, like, you said no, and I
like, okay.
Well, yes, there's a bit of that. No, I think part of it too is just like we want to make sure the actors are comfortable with whatever it is that they're doing, and I think too, like most of our short films is like us and our friends. Grace is a really good friend, but she was like the very first real actor that we've ever worked with. So in working with her, and then some of our other friends, and then you, Andrew, we start to learn more of these things too. The biggest takeaway out of doing all of our projects is that we try to learn something new and then apply it to the next one and just do better. And working with actors on any sort of level, whether it's Grace running from point A to B, or if a man in a suit is swiping, like those are all takeaways that we look back on and be like, okay, how can we do that and like go into the next thing and do it 10 times better. It's just all learning, and then trying to do better on the next one. But like going back to what you were saying about not knowing how that actually, it kind of excites me a little bit because when I go into these, I'm an editor first before writing, directing, producing, or anything. Yeah. So like in my mind, and this is a problem that I need to work on. Like I know exactly what I need, and so when we get it, it's like, no, we're fine. Yeah. But I need to like assure, and I'm not necessarily assure, but I think like work better to make sure everyone's happy. And that, because I just like know, like, oh yeah, I need this little part right here. It's gonna go like this. But then, when it comes to editing, and I see it, I'm like, okay, cool. I got this, this, and this. You know what? I need something right here, and then I'll eventually find it. So I do have more confidence, like when it comes to that stuff. Yeah. But it always changes. I always have. I mean, I think there's how many versions of the movie we have in our head when it's being written, when we're shooting it, when we're editing.
I brought my notebook or whatever, my old writing book, and I think the original. I have to this will take a second to scrub through it, but like the first pass from like before Grace was brought on board, when it was just going to be I think me or Brian acting as it, like all my notes and shit from that. Yeah, it was a completely different thing. Before it was going to end at like right after she gets out to the car or whatever. That was where it was going to end. It was going to get her. It was going to be, again, me or Brian, so it was going to kill one of us at that point. And that was going to be the end of the short. Yeah. And then, so we had to after rewriting like 4 or 5 times, we finally got to where it was. But
there was like 3 different endings that we had too by the time we filmed, and we kind of just combined all of it together.
Yeah.
Because originally she was going to drive away, and then you were basically going to catch up to her in the middle of the road. And then that final confrontation that happens outside of the house where she hits you, that all would have happened on the road, and you would have burned up in the middle of the road as opposed to like back of the house. But
and then a few weeks before shooting, we're like, wait, we probably can't film it on a road.
And then not just that. I mean, I was picturing a dirt road.
Yeah, I know, but still,
but the amount of time we would have had, because that would have had to have been like right at the magic hour.
Right.
So we would have
had no time.
20 minutes to do that one shot.
And then the next version was going to be like a big fight scene outside the house. And then that was like probably my favorite version of it. But that was another thing, like it'd be the same problem. We'd have no time. We have to worry about shadows too much. Yeah. And then it was like, all right, let's combine the 2. And then that's what they ended up being for the final.
Just a quick cut to black, baby. Yeah.
This is wild. One here I just wrote, write better.
Right, better.
Man, this is crazy. But yeah.
Anthony in the chat says, wait, no. I knew it was a vampire because Dawn, look, I was tired watching and I'm tired now. Either way, love the short and love y'all. Thank you, Anthony.
Thanks,
appreciate you. Look, I've always wanted to do a werewolf one. I feel like doing a werewolf.
Werewolf was in my note. I just saw it. It was like before I was deciding what the creature was going to be. Originally, it was going to be a doppelganger. And it was going to be like her fighting a version of herself. I thought there was 2 on the nose. So then I was like, let's do like a creature of sorts. And werewolf was one of the options.
There was either, who was watching it? Oh, I think when we were at, was that Yucca? I think when we were at Yucca, someone came up to us like when we were like weirdly signing autographs. This is very strange. Yeah. Like, why? You don't know us.
You liked it. You liked it, didn't you?
Well, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
It was fun. It was fun.
But one guy was like, oh, I had no idea. Like, I thought the pizza guy was going to do something. Like, I thought, he was a little suspicious.
The old misdirect.
Yeah. And I was like, hell yeah. It
worked out.
It worked.
Yeah.
See?
The pizza guy dying horribly was from draft 1 of the script on. That was always going to happen. Yeah.
We always get it. There's always that week. Originally, I think we maybe had one of our friends in mind for that one too, and he always dies in our short films. Yeah. So we even named him Brian because that was our friend. He always dies in our short films. So nice little. I don't think there were any other like Easter eggs or anything, because like I like to put some of our past props or something in there. I don't know
if we had time to figure out Easter eggs.
No, like putting a movie poster in there or something like that. But no, yeah. And
do we have any props still besides the rock?
Get the rocks down there. I've got Kyrie's sweater still. Our first AC. Yeah.
You confirmed it was his?
Yeah, it's his.
Okay,
yeah, I gotta give that back to him.
Got it,
I think I have the pizza guy's sweatpants still somewhere.
Okay.
And the license plates. I got the 2 license plates right here down here.
Yeah.
But everything else I returned.
Yeah.
Except the bloody version of the pizza guy's uniform. But both hats, I think I returned. Those
we
are
should
cool.
frame that like a jersey at like beat ups or something.
Well,
put,
you know,
like,
I've been thinking about. I think I tossed it though.
Ah, goddamn.
I've been thinking about like changing the setup a little bit and just like fitting it with like all of our.
That's
props
actually a fun idea.
From
put all the posters on the wall.
Yeah, I think I want to do that. I want to put posters. I don't necessarily know if they would see all of it, but maybe instead of these lights, just put posters along the wall. I think it'd be kind of cool. Yeah. But yeah, anything that stuck out to you in the short film, like filming?
How did you feel in the 4 hours driving up? You were like, "What am I doing? Like, why am I doing? Why am I driving all the way up here for this?"
No.
Yeah?
Again, it was great. I was like, wow, I would get to be in Joshua Tree with the place that has a hot tub for once, and so just like on a dried up lake bed on Bureau of Land Management land. So
and you actually went in the hot tub. I think I remember you saying. Right?
I did. Yeah.
This is at the house. The Airbnb?
We had 2 Airbnbs. The one we filmed at. Some of us stay there, and for most of the other crew, we had them stay at another one like 5-10 minutes away. And then I think like on day 2, I was like, "Hey, did you sleep well? You know, all this stuff." He's like, "Yeah, man, I like jumped in the hot tub." And I was like, "Oh, fuck, the jacuzzi." I was like, "Hell yeah, dude, let's go."
It was nice. No, I was definitely like I said, I was just totally on board.
Yeah.
So I was happy to be driving through. There was something that I was and then we shot that weekend, and then I had friends that I was meeting up with to climb with in Joshua Tree.
It worked out.
Anyway, so it was kind of like one confluence of all the things that I enjoy doing, and when it happens that way, it's just like that's my little like, oh, maybe I am doing something right. Like
it's a little kismet for you right
like
there.
on set and then get to go climb.
Nice.
I can't beat
I
it.
think you had maybe the easier schedule than everyone else because
I remember we tried to bunch all his together, obviously, because he was in the suit.
He's in the suit.
So
because the first day we shot at night. You were there for a little bit. You broke. Then you came back for the early morning for the magic hour stuff. For like
I forgot we did that one. The shot of scratching her back. I forgot that was at sunrise.
Remsen said the same thing.
I saw the behind the scenes photo. I was like, holy shit! I forgot.
Yeah.
Wait.
So the back.
I forgot that too.
Yeah, that was like you even have your mask on. I was like, I just need one because that's why. Because I think we did the take when you initially cut her at night. We got it, but I wanted to do it again in the morning because I knew she was going to have the wound. That was the only time she was going to have it. I mean, you barely see the wound, I think, maybe in that shot, but even just seeing it barely, you know?
Yeah.
It
was a great call. Yeah.
But still, Remsen messaged me and he was like, I don't remember us shooting this in the morning.
Yeah.
Because when you see the shot, I was like, hey, man, you're good at coloring.
There are shots where I'm like pointing at stuff and like actually directing. Like, I don't remember that at all. Like, what is this? It's crazy. It was almost a year ago at this point. But
yeah, almost. Yeah.
But yeah. So at the end of that, you came back the next morning for the finale.
The finale.
I think, yeah.
And then I think after we finished that, I think we broke you. And you didn't have anything to shoot until like way later at night the next night.
Yeah. I remember being able to like get sleep, got in the jacuzzi.
What was it like?
Went for a run. Like, I was.
You climbed the rocks.
Yeah. So my schedule actually didn't really feel that. I'm not really a night person, so that was like that's the only that's the biggest thing. But yeah, no, my schedule wasn't too bad.
Nice.
But everyone else, so that's why
everyone else was like dying. It was a very hard. It was probably the hardest schedule we've ever had to put together.
Bunch of troopers we had though.
Yeah. No one really complained.
Yeah.
Everyone was like totally on board, and it's just so much fun. Even when I'm like, maybe this is not healthy, but even when we don't have a whole lot of sleep, I just love it. Because I just loved being there. I loved filming and putting stuff together and whatnot.
Better than sitting at home doing nothing.
Yeah.
It's cool to be out there making something. Yeah.
Like we did a 40-hour film festival one time, and I like did not sleep at all, and I fucking loved it.
Oh yeah,
I just loved it. I just fucking trying to figure it out, shoot it, put it together, and then put it out there. It's just awesome. yeah, so yeah, we shot it. You only had those 2 days. And then yeah, like I should have sent you the very first rough cut if you really wanted to cringe.
Oh yeah.
No, it's because like
we liked the first rough cut because that's when I got nervous because normally we don't, and then you sent me like I feel really good about this.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that makes me nervous then.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the opposite.
Because usually I like to send the roughest of rough cuts to him or whoever's like on our team. Like I think the other person was probably Remsen, who was watching back some of the cuts with us and working through some of the things and.
Yeah.
This cut especially was missing a bunch of stuff, so I had like placements, or stock footage of things that I need to splice in there because we ended up going back one more time to the Airbnb and getting some like pickup shots.
Oh.
So
you were probably at the same town at the same time.
You probably
Yeah.
She'll call me. I was around.
Probably gonna hit you up.
Yeah.
But yeah, normally like after seeing the first cut, it's just like, oh fuck, and then we just work to make it better, But I think we know that too. We know like the first drafts are usually going to be really shitty. Because if you watch it and there's no music, you're like, oh, okay. And then once everything starts coming together, it's like, oh, cool, it's like a real thing.
Yeah. Oh, and I was shocked how many of my and I don't, maybe they weren't serious, but I was shocked by how many people that I know that watched it that were like, were you making the sounds?
Ah.
Like, no, I wasn't making the sounds.
Hell yeah, you should say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
well,
me.
I'm sure I was making some sort of sound, like as far as like breathing goes.
Yeah.
Or like, I'm like, no, that's not me. Like,
I want to say we did get Foley of you like breathing or something like that. We had something.
The breathing, sure.
Yeah. Oh, we loved
just
you,
like grunt. Yeah, for certain things, just like grunts and stuff for the action. But yeah, none of the growls or anything.
I should have snuck in one.
It was fun watching the early cuts for like the big like the Predator type shot or whatever when there's no audio at all and you're just and I'm like, well, this doesn't work at all. And then the sound got in there like, okay,
Yeah.
no, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah. No, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Fun times. Yeah, it gets me, especially when because it's short's been out now for almost a week.
Thank you to everybody who watched
thank
it.
you everybody that has been
said
watching
nice
it.
things. Appreciate it.
Loving the feedback. This is the time now where I get like, I get antsy. It's like, all right, let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Do it again. So
figuring that out. We're
I'm
both
in
writing stuff right now.
I'm in that like not honeymoon phase. I don't know what I'm in. I'm in a weird phase. I'm in that dirt bag.
It's after the
phase
honeymoon
right
now.
Yeah.
And you're like, what am I gonna do? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the walk of shame right now. Just rethinking my
The
life.
moment of clarity. Like, what have I done?
But yeah, thank you everybody for watching. If you haven't seen it, we spoiled it. So go watch it again.
Yeah.
Watch it some more. We kept that creature stuff pretty secretive for a long time
Yeah.
too. That was the one thing I feel the most bad is like we had all these cool behind the scenes photos and stuff, and he's just the only ones of him.
Oh, like
just
leading up to
in
it?
the fucking suit.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like I don't want to show any of this.
We just
Yeah,
really
yeah.
wanted like for the people watching it the first time to be like, what the fuck? We wanted that shock factor of it once that first Resident Evil shot happens.
I'm so dude. You know how happy I am. How many? There's been 2 comments, but still, people are like pointing it out. The very first shot of the creature when you like get up and you turn around, that's like ripped straight from one of my favorite video games of all time.
Yeah, I think you had mentioned that.
I probably, of course,
You
I
said
did.
it during the whole scene.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, so this is just like Resident Evil, guys. What
I
you're gonna
should
is
do
you're
like
gonna turn around
a
here.
side-by-side comparison because it's like the exact same thing.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
was like, I'm so happy with it. Yeah, it was
Even to
really
the
good.
cutting to Andrew, right? You said.
Yeah, because she walks up or he walks up to the zombie fight, and like the dude's like, and then he does the head turn.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Yeah, hell yeah. Just rip stuff off, guys. It's cool.
It's all this.
Yeah, that's the old saying, right? Good artists borrow, great artists steal.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
they all do it,
Yeah.
and then sometimes they admit it too. It's fine, I think we sent you. I think I may have sent you a couple of like, here's some creature examples. Like,
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
I think sent the Descent probably. Maybe a scene from the Monster. I think I did send you a Resident Evil clip. I think I sent you a video game clip, but not. I don't.
You're like, bookmark this. I'm going to talk about it on set a lot.
I want to say that I
Please.
sent you something from like one of the newest Resident Evils, not even the original one. Anyways, but yeah, no. It was
Thanks
cool.
to everybody who watched it.
Yeah.
We're also we're at the point now where like it's moving past our usual YouTube bubble, and now we're getting to like it's the algorithm's working a little bit, so like new eyeballs come on. This is where I'm getting most antsy. I'm like, oh
yeah.
But the new people who've watched it for the most part have really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Shout out to the new subscribers. We saw you.
Yeah,
we're
getting some new subscribers from this. We hit 6,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
I mean 6 million.
Of course.
Yeah.
Nine zeros, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, shout out to everyone who watched it, enjoyed it, and shout out to everyone who's here now.
Yeah, I'm learning a lot about analytics. Cody's a nerd with this stuff. He's so good with it.
I love it.
He'll send me. He's like, check this out. Look how it's trending right now.
Blue line is this. Purple line is this. Yeah.
So it's cool. It's I was thinking about because when we started this YouTube channel, we just did sketches, me and him. That's all we started doing at the beginning, and then we eventually started doing some more short films, and then just eventually it got kind of taken over by just this podcast.
Yeah.
Because we were like, oh, we'll just put it up on here. But I'm always surprised because like when we did a short film last year, I was nervous. I was like, oh, we haven't done a short film like proper in a minute. I was nervous like no one was gonna watch it.
It's our most viewed.
It was the most viewed one. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah.
And then come to this one, and it's doing
off to a great start.
At the time, like it's doing better than what that last one did. So I was like, wow, like. People actually come back.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Maybe you know the answer. Maybe you don't. I don't know if you know YouTube analytics. But maybe it's like a little bit of like that like sauce of how our channel started. Just doing like original like sketches and
I
stuff.
think it's just what the people want, man.
Oh, maybe. Do you not
Yeah.
want the show? We can
No, they
stop
want
right
the
now.
show. The show's
Yeah.
great for talking to y'all. I think it's good for maintaining the people that we have watching. But I think if we want new eyeballs, I think short films are the way to go.
So we should just do more.
Yeah, let's do more.
We should do more grandmas, like more one-offs like that. Yeah.
Grandma was a short film that we made.
No, he knows.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, man,
You want to do more grandmas? What is going on?
That was a short film we did like 2 or 3 Halloweens ago.
Yeah.
No
yeah.
script. No, there was.
There was a script.
There was.
Yeah.
All
How
right.
dare you?
We started off our first, like in 2016, our first like round of sketches, no script whatsoever. We just had ideas and we just improv the entire time.
And they're not great.
Some of them.
appropriately
Whoa,
so.
stop it.
I feel like
We
a
have
few
this
shows
conversation like
in
every
a row
week,
we've had
but
this, but yeah.
some are really good, some are not so good.
Yeah.
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 But-
But now we script everything. So
Yeah.
There's that. So yeah. Don, anything else you want to talk about, Don? Is there anything that comes to mind? Any nitpicks? What can we do better? Yeah. Let's do this.
Oh no. Oh no.
What do you have to say?
Well, here, I brought a list.
Oh,
no, I'm just kidding.
shit.
No. I mean, I really don't. I really don't have any.
Would you
major
work with us
critiques.
again?
Yeah.
It'd be so funny if you said no.
Yeah.
Like, and I really don't think
like,
so.
Of
no,
course he's going to
yeah,
say
well,
yes. It's like
yeah.
saying, it's like when you ask someone to stay over the night and you ask in front of the parents. It's like, of course they're going to say yes.
Yeah. Just
You have
like,
a phone?
yeah, of
Think about
course. I'll work with you all again.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Um,
No, and
No. Yeah, I would definitely work with Heather Grace again. I don't know about you all, but I'm just no.
I don't
No, of course I
know.
would. Yeah. So let's get the werewolf thing off the
Yeah,
ground,
let's get that
everybody.
going.
You know, I need
Yeah.
another Joshua Tree trip.
I mean, we
or
would
could do
obviously
it in-
love to work with
do it
you,
in
but
Big Bear
we
again.
don't need to just do creature stuff with you all the time, too, you know?
But I really liked it. I really enjoyed my time behind the mask. And the second I got the footage back, I was like, and I'm clipping that for my reel. And I will
Yeah.
be submitting that
Oh,
for creature
yeah.
roles.
I was going to say, I can probably give you, I feel like I had this conversation with you, maybe even Grace, too, but like, I feel like I can get you like a real upscaled version of that, too, if you
Oh,
need
okay.
it.
Yeah, I just kind of did my own. I just did little clips.
Oh, I mean,
the
yeah,
little clips
do
are, I got the action scene and me in the sun.
Okay. Well, we'll talk after. Maybe I just
yeah.
cut you own little reel. I just give you all the bits.
Yeah, just the monster.
I love
bits, but
editing.
I let me do this. But yeah, there's not any. No, maybe maybe if you would have just been like, no, you need to look at this take. I need you to look at this take because you can do
It's
more.
dope as shit. Check it out, bro.
But that's the thing. But
Yeah.
that's the thing is you're also taught all my teachers as an actor taught me no note is a good note. When if they say we're moving on, then that means they got it or they don't think you're ever gonna get it, so they're moving on.
Okay.
So it's like usually if the director gets a take and is like, all right, next one, I'm not like, am I doing good? Am I doing bad? I'm not really thinking what the director thinks of me. I'm just going by, are we moving forward? Or are we doing this again and again, you know? And then sometimes you do it over and over again, and it's like, you know, then it's like, well, it's actually not you. Like the camera keeps bumping, or like we're having to walk backwards, or we're doing the choreography. So yeah, and so when you all are like, okay, we're moving on, I'm like, okay, they got what they needed, you know, or what they wanted. So yeah, no major critiques. I loved it. I was very happy with it, and I've been showing
holding
everyone
a gun on the side right here too.
Yeah, and I've been showing everyone, and everyone should watch it. And
and go check out his music too.
Yeah.
Yes,
it's like threatening you.
Yes. But I remember shooting it though, like I said, because like you said, you editor first. You know you're taking the shot, knowing how you're gonna edit the shot, right? So I remember doing it and being like, I remember talking to my parents, and
fucking awesome parents.
Were you on the phone in the suit? You're like, Mom, I don't know.
Yeah. I was like,
were they singing to you?
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Damn, they're so cool.
But I remember telling them, like, I really don't know what this is. I was like,
nice.
I don't know.
Oh, I love that,
I was like,
actually.
we were moving quick, and like I was like, there's like parts where they were just like punching in and grabbing something, and then I was just like, I have no idea what this is gonna look like. And then the second it started with the I was just like, oh, this is sick. Like, this is gonna be one of the best things that I've been in. So one of the most proud things I've been in thus far. It's like, so I was so excited to share it, but I love not sharing it too. I love talking to my dad about it and being like, sorry, I can't show you that. Like, you have to
told me
wait.
that. I was like, you can share it with him.
Yeah.
Your dad
You
can watch it.
you sent out the internal link, and I'm like, sorry,
Not giving you that password.
cast and crew only, Dad. Like, best of luck. Like, maybe come hold something next time, I guess, if you want to see it.
Oh, I love that.
And then, of course, I give him the link, and then he goes and shows everybody at work.
Yeah.
My
you have to
parents are the
see it,
same.
and-
They'll share it. Could we share it? I'm like, no, you absolutely cannot. That's so funny. Yeah, no, I think there is something in there too about just communication in general. I mean, I'm sure you're not the only actor that feels that way about just any project. They're like, oh, I don't know if this is gonna work, and then they see it, they're like, oh fuck, that actually kind of works. I'm sure there's in a lot of cases they're like, oh, yeah, that was a stinker. You know, I think what we always say, we don't always say this, I'm saying this on behalf of him. When it's good, we did a good job. If it's bad, it's our fault.
I've never said that in my life.
He says it all the time. But it's
If it's
true.
bad, it's your fault.
Yeah. So, no, and I think like someone asked us at the Yucca Valley Film Festival if
Where we were signing autographs.
that was so
Yeah.
cool. Never felt cooler in my life.
Did we tell you about the pizza guy or the pizza store thing?
Oh, that was day 2.
Yeah, because you left at that point of the festival. I went to go get a pizza, and someone came up to me in line and said they saw the short and like really loved it.
It's a
and
small
said it was
town.
their favorite one of the night. And I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit,
Wow.
that's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I forgot if you weren't there at the house when I revealed
Yeah, I think that was
forgot.
the second night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Highlight right there.
Anyway, continue.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was
I
saying.
forgot as well.
Oh no! Someone at the festival had asked us, like, you know, you're doing like a spooky thing. Like, are you guys like freaked out? Are you scared because there's a creature? We're like, no, it's actually like really fun, and like we were just kind of like laughing the whole time. And I think we try to, maybe it's just us like starting off doing sketches and stuff. We just try to have as much fun as we can while we're on set.
We also don't take ourselves seriously
No.
at all. Probably should at some point. But
I mean, I think we take the work serious.
Yes.
Like when we're there,
yes.
I mean, we are probably like
we don't have
making-
egos, though, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
We're not
yeah,
like, this is our vision. you
Yeah,
know?
because the last thing, maybe I'll get there. Maybe give me a budget. Maybe I'll
Sure.
get there. Because at this moment in time, we don't have the luxury to do 10 fucking takes on something, and we're losing time.
Yeah.
So it's that balance of trying to get what we want and keeping the integrity of the film, but at the same time, if I look over at someone and they look fucking miserable, I'm like, oh fuck, I failed. Like I want everyone to genuinely be excited and happy, because it's like I know it for some people, yes, it is like work, but just like look at what we're doing. Like this should be fun and exciting, So yeah, I'll crack a joke. I was looking back at the footage and I was like going off saying like, God, acting's so easy. I was like, what were they talking about? What the fuck? And then Grace,
you were keeping me afloat during that one night when I was just like basically dead at the end.
Cody
of it.
was
so
dying.
I appreciated you helping
we
me
were
out there because I was.
What did I do? I remember one time you like threw your back out.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Up a
The
chair.
Friday morning of that shoot, I fucked up my back, and so like that whole weekend, it was just getting worse and worse. And I was just standing out there the whole time in the freezing cold. I was miserable, but yeah, thank God I had a co-director helping out.
I was great.
Yeah.
I was so happy, not in pain at all.
I was glad I can just sit down with my monitor. I was just like, this shot looks great.
That was the first for us.
I love that thing.
Had a
I
monitor.
fucking love that thing.
Yeah.
Maybe a little too much. 'Cause,
Really?
I
Yeah.
didn't like talk to the actors as much as I probably should have. But I was like, this shot looks great.
Yeah.
It's not. No,
yeah.
that's how the pros do it, right?
Yeah.
They're in their own little village,
Yeah.
way off away, and then they just like.
That's
radio.
where I come in.
Yeah.
I don't like the village.
Yeah.
I like to be. This is why half of our shit's out of focus because I just like to be right up in there. I leave that up to
You're
him.
in the shot.
Yeah. Just be like, hey, just make sure it's in focus, kid. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
talk to the actors. I think I'm the worst when we are like doing funnier stuff because the actors won't break, but I will. And I'll ruin I've ruined so many fucking takes of our sketches or some of our short films if we're doing like a funny scene. I just can't fucking help it. It's just so
that's
funny.
great.
Yeah, it's mostly me though.
We're just so damn hilarious.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
funny.
So tough. Yeah.
I'm like, I wrote that.
You're like, wow,
That's funny.
I'm funny.
Such a fucking asshole. But yeah, cool. Done. Check
Thanks
it out.
again to everybody. Checked it out. It was great.
Woo!
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Anything else going on?
what do you got going on?
What's going on, Chris?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What's happening?
Oh,
You got your
everything's
music.
going on.
You got your rock climbing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd say biggest thing right now is, I do have a Christmas song on Spotify. It's called Christmas with You. It's a holiday,
It's amazing. Yeah.
holiday banger. If I do say so myself. So definitely check it out. It was a family project. So,
This family's so cool.
Of course.
if you stream it on Spotify, you don't see this, but if you watch it on YouTube, I actually shot one of my family Christmases and like set the song to home video basically.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Oh my god!
yeah.
I
So
love
it's got
that.
a little music video. So you see the whole
Wow.
family.
Wow.
Everybody. Yeah.
I got to see what this
So-
family looks like.
Yeah, so it's
Saints.
it's a good time. So that's the biggest thing right now that I'm constantly. That's what's filling up my Instagram story right now is
Nice.
Christmas with You and Dawn. But other than that, I'm just like looking forward to the holidays.
Yeah. Are you a big Christmas
I'm
guy?
a huge Christmas
Well,
guy.
you made a song.
I'm a
Yeah,
huge
so I-
It'd be great if you
Christmas
said
guy.
he hated
Yeah,
it.
I actually
Yeah.
fucking
I'm like, I'm
hate
just
it.
in it for the money. I know everyone else is into Christmas,
Yeah.
but no, I love Christmas. And I moved out to LA and have been in Southern California since 2019. So Christmas is always at least the one time a year that I'm going to go home is Christmas into New Year. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to right now is actually just a little bit of a break. I mean, it's just doing auditions and I think I was telling you all, this is one of my first times in my career since moving to LA where I haven't had to hold down a day job, which is like a different thing to navigate as an artist. And so it's been really kind of lovely just finding stuff to fill my day with.
Nice.
Like, it's just like, okay, I'm going to spend this time submitting to roles. I'm going to spend this time like researching stuff. I'm going to go climb and do my workout. And then like, so part of me is like just ready to go home so I can like chill for a little bit and not feel like I need to fill my day with stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been good. So I'm going to be going home next week and then I'll be in Kentucky through the new year. That's home for me is Kentucky.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
The Red River Gorge is there, so of course I'm gonna climb while I'm home
Of course.
too.
Duh.
and
You
get-
can't not climb.
You'd be a fucking idiot if you didn't.
Yeah,
the
Jesus.
Red
This is
River
what you gotta
Gorge,
do.
Everyone knows that.
Tis the season.
And then then I'll come back and hit it
Get
harder
back at
in the
it.
New Year's. Yeah, we'll see. I
Nice.
have a couple auditions out, so we'll see.
Let's go. Fingers crossed.
And then some more things just that'll be coming out next year that I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. I don't know how that works, but I'll be doing it. I'll just say I'll be doing an unnamed. I got a kids show that I did. Yeah,
hell
guest star spot on a kids show. and that'll be, I think, released next summer. So that'll be fun. And
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
playing a
Ooh.
park ranger, which is just like perfect.
Yeah.
I mean,
Does he
like
sing?
it's like no, he doesn't sing.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't sing.
Are you climbing a rock while you're talking?
The main characters sing, but I'm Park Ranger Cliff.
Oh.
Right? Yeah, isn't that
Hell
sick?
yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah,
dope.
and I got to
Yeah.
ride an ATV around around the park.
Hey, that's a stunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's
done.
like so it was so that was really fun, and it's a kids show, so it's like heightened. It's a little it's fun, and
Awesome.
yeah. So I just shot that like a month ago or so, and
Oh,
then
that's
Nice.
cool to have stuff in the can.
it
ready to
is,
go.
yeah. It's
Mhm.
like coming out, and then another project that I had just that I shot just after your all's actually released just a week before
I'm sorry, I don't
Don
mean to
did.
interrupt.
No, go ahead.
Is your dad's name Robert?
No, Robert is my brother.
Oh.
Whoa, Robert's watching.
What's up, Robbie? Does he like
Yeah.
Robbie? I don't know.
No,
it's
don't say
just
Robert.
Robert.
Just
Okay.
Robert.
Hello, Robert.
Hello.
Thank you for
Greetings, Robert.
He's ready for you to come
Appreciate
home.
the comment. Yeah. Mhm.
What up?
Yeah.
What up, Rob? Just Robert? Is Rob cool? I want to be
Rob's
friends.
cool. Rob's cool.
Okay, cool.
He'll let you
Rob's
know.
so fucking cool,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
He's the coolest.
Wow, I can't
Best.
believe he's watching.
Yeah.
And he's in Kentucky. That's
It's late over there.
Yeah.
How does time work? Jeez. That's awesome. Hello, Robert.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyway,
I'm
thanks,
sorry.
Robert.
I
Anyway.
interrupted
But no,
you.
no. So I just
got very
well,
excited.
I just
Your
had
family's so cool. I want to be part of them.
that's
be a
okay.
Brumley for a day.
He hears all this.
He's like, he knows. He's like, yeah, my
But,
He knows how cool he is.
Just about a week before, or maybe a couple weeks before we had the premiere at the Yucca Valley Film Festival,
Mhm.
a project I had shot at the beginning of the year had just released as well too. So I have something out right now on Out TV.
Okay.
It's the first season of a series called Offshoot.
Mm.
So you can catch me on that as a guest star spot Daniel. I'm in the pilot episode.
Nice.
So yeah, this year was just like it was actually a really good year for me
Nice,
acting wise.
man.
It like just felt really good. And
Good
I
year
got to
for you.
really
Yeah.
work with professionals. That's just been the saving grace.
I don't think that's
Not you
awesome.
all, but
Yeah,
no,
we're included. We went
no,
involved. We
yeah,
started
no.
his year.
Yeah.
I guess
Works
that's,
out. Yeah.
that's that
no,
kid
that
show.
Yeah.
that includes you all. But yeah, it just was a lot of firsts for me this year, and they were all really good, and it just seemed to get like bigger and bigger and bigger until I found myself on the first set I've ever been on where they're like, "This is your trailer," like, and I'm like,
hell
"Whoa!"
yeah.
I'm like, "I get a trailer." I was like, "Oh,
We gave him a trailer.
yeah."
We spent all that money went into that
The
one
hot
trailer.
tub went in the trailer,
Yeah.
of course.
This
It was
is
a small
just the
trailer.
Creatures Airbnb.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
So yeah,
pretty cool.
few
Yeah.
projects, a couple out right now, Dawn and Offshoot on Out TV, and then I have the kid show coming that'll be out
Okay.
next summer, I think.
When
Coming
you're-
up.
When you're not doing all these crazy fun adventures, are you trying to go to the movies at all? You watching any TV shows? What are you into right now? You watching anything?
I don't. Yeah, I'm one of those people that doesn't watch it. No, I'm just
Wow.
kidding. No.
I actually hate movies and
No,
TV.
well, I do. I mean, I was living out of my van, and now I'm kind of just like dirtbagging out of a SUV. So it's like I don't actually like watch a lot of TV, but I go to the movies a lot just for no reason, and I'll watch anything.
Okay.
I'll watch anything. I
What's
just
the last-
watched
Last
just-
movie you saw?
Red One.
Okay.
Oh, what'd you think?
I loved it.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I
All
just
right.
He loves
I loved
Christmas.
it.
He did.
I love
Yeah,
Christmas.
It's that
I
season.
love Christmas. I love popcorn. I
Yeah.
love the movie, so I loved Red One.
Absolutely.
Also saw Moana 2, fantastic.
Oh,
Saw
yeah.
Wicked, amazing.
Yeah.
I still
you
need
know,
to see Wicked.
I'll
Yeah.
go see anything. I just love it. The one thing that I don't watch are scary movies.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't watch.
He was scared at the Yucca Film
He
Festival.
was.
Yeah,
That's terrifying.
no,
It's
seriously.
terrifying. Yeah.
I think you might have heard me be like, "Close the door."
That's right.
Yeah, I forgot that. I'm like, no, I can't do
like,
that because
Your
You're
I forgot about your commentary. Yeah, that was fun.
It's like you're in the short film, man.
It's
I
like,
know,
you know
I'm
what
I know.
happens.
Yeah, I do. But I'm just like, what are you doing? And then it's like, yeah, I couldn't close the door. Could you? And then everyone says that, like, why didn't you close the door? But then I'm like, could you imagine how ridiculous the shot would be of the monster like grabbing the doorknob and just like opening up the door?
Could have been
like,
our raptor. Our
Good thing
velociraptor.
vampires can't open doors.
Yeah, yeah. It's
yeah.
like They have to be invited in. She
Yeah,
just
yeah.
closed the
Oh,
door
yeah,
and been
man.
That's
like,
my excuse. That's my excuse. Where like, yeah, she left the door open because she had to invite the
Invite him
vampire,
in,
and
yeah.
that's how it works.
I always
but
saw it as like a weird hybrid of a. Oh no!
she's
like,
not thinking clearly. She's running away.
Sure,
Yeah.
but like I the rules. This is my thing with like things that don't exist. They don't exist. So there's rules for vampires, but it's like, you know what I mean? It's like you didn't invite him in. It's a fucking vampire. It's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's okay.
Yeah.
It's always my favorite when people are watching like scary movies or creature films, and they'll be like, "This is a bit unrealistic," and I'm like, "Well, this person's a vampire."
Yeah,
so, yeah.
I think it's different. Yeah, if I'm watching a movie and they establish like
sure,
that's fine. But like, we're not gonna. Like Grace is gonna stop. It's like, oh, if I invite him in, she's not gonna stop and like do exposition on this thing. She doesn't know what. She doesn't even know that she just knows that this thing is eating this dude's neck.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't like scary movies. Okay.
Yeah, but no, I don't. I literally don't really. And so it's also fun being on like the two, because I shot the Creature short at the end of 2023, and then we shot this at the beginning of the year, and it's also fun being on sets and working with people like Angie and Santino that have just like a wealth of knowledge about monster films and scary movies, and getting to see that kind of world and that side of it, because I just don't really have that background. It's not something, which is funny because I do a lot of scary things, but like sitting down for a scary movie is just like, and I think
that's our Christmas movie.
Yeah,
I saw Nosferatu, and I was like the happiest I could ever be. I was filled with joy.
Well, and there's a couple of other monster movies lined up to come out too, right?
There's Wolfman coming out early next year. What came out this year?
There's a werewolves movie that just came out.
Yeah, the Purge meets the werewolves. or something like that.
I think that just came out this past weekend. A bunch of stuff out.
Some good stuff. Yeah. What's your favorite movie that you've seen this year so far?
Favorite movie that I've seen this year so far? That's tough.
It's the only ones I ask.
It's just too obvious, but I'd have to say no. Dune 2. Did Dune 2
come
out?
Oh, Dune 2 is
dude.
Yeah,
so
silence.
Yeah, it's
Dune 2
just
is
so
fantastic.
good. And so when you were asking about TV, I probably watch more movies than I watch TV.
Yeah.
But I was just got back from Joshua Tree last night, and so I crashed with my friend, and they had HBO Max, and so I watched
Prophecy.
every episode that's out right now. I think there's like 2 more.
It's good though.
Coming. Oh, I love it.
Okay. All right.
It's so good.
This one, it takes place like thousands of years before the movie.
Yeah. So it's kind of prequel. It's kind of sowing the seeds of how the Bene Gesserit came into as much power as they did. And I think it's fantastic. I loved it. But Dune 2 would probably be my favorite movie of the year.
It's fucking awesome.
But it feels so like, of course it is. I'm not more.
Sure. It's up there for a reason. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
So,
It also came out
up there for me too.
Like in February.
March, I think.
March?
Yeah.
It's crazy that was like at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
I remember when my wife and I went to go see it, I think she saw the first Dune movie and she's like, it's fine. It's whatever. And then we went in there and she came out and she's like, that was like a movie.
That was awesome.
That was it's like, Dune 2 felt like I don't know, it felt like a past time. Like, I haven't felt like that way about a specific like blockbuster in a long time. Maybe since like The Dark Knight Rises or something.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's just like it had that feeling because it'd been a couple of years and it's like, oh yeah, there was romance, there was action, there was suspense. It was
It
great.
looked very, very expensive.
Very expensive.
It looked fantastic, and it starts amazing. It just throws you right into it. Yeah. So Dune 2 would probably be my favorite. And then as far as recent TV goes, would be I guess Dune Prophecy, I think is just watched all of that, and it's really good. But also I was watching with some other friends Chaos. I think that's what it's called. Chaos on Netflix.
The show.
About the
Jeff Goldblum.
And the Greek gods, I think, is what it's based on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's also really fun.
I can see him playing a Greek god.
Yeah, it's really fun, and it's got I don't know if it does this throughout the whole show, but it starts with one of those like kind of like overlapping timelines where you're following different characters, and like the story is kind of like, is this the beginning, middle, or end? Like, what am I watching now? Fun. So it's kind of one of those fun things, especially if you have any interest in like mythology or Greek mythology, then it's also really good. Another one where I just like want to watch every episode. And unfortunately, I watch it with other people, and they don't want me to watch it without them. And I'm like, well, okay, well, you have a TV, so you can watch it whenever you want.
By the way, thanks for letting me stay here.
Yeah.
But also, let me watch your TV.
Out of toilet paper.
I have to gush about something. I gotta do it.
About what?
I when it comes to this particular franchise, I've been kind of a, I don't know if cynical is the right word, just because of the fandom is just so bad.
You're referring to the Blue's Clues franchise.
Yes. Bring back Steve, goddammit. Bring him back.
Yeah, they're toxic.
Don't tell me that he went off to college. It's a false flag.
What's going on?
Skeleton Crew, Star Wars.
Oh, Star Wars. You getting back into it?
Cody.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the show, Skeleton Crew? You know about it? You know of it?
Heard of Star Wars?
Have you heard of Star Wars? George
Familiar?
Lucas?
Star Wars. That's the one where they're LeVar Burton's in it, right?
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding. They say beam me up, right? No.
Beam me up, Chewie.
No, Star Wars. Yeah, I like Star Wars. I don't know anything about this show other than today, actually, just today, I was walking down.
Bus.
I was walking and I saw a billboard that said Disney Plus and it said Home Alone and it said Star Wars Skeleton Crew. And I thought, interesting, Star Wars is doing like a Christmas movie. Because it was right next to Home Alone. And I was like, I guess it's Star Wars Christmas. What's the show about?
I've seen that the one was like Family Guy and like Lilo and Stitch. Or
Yeah.
Like
and the bear randomly.
Yeah.
So it's a series then.
It's a new Star Wars series, and it's a Star Wars series about a group of kids basically that get like lost in the universe and stuff. And so it's a completely different kind of take on it. It doesn't feature like, the Skywalkers or, stormtroopers or anything like that. It's just these kids like on this adventure, and it's
So far.
We'll see. And it's akin to like, the Goonies, throwback to those Amblin films, E.T., and this is not hyperbole. This is like the best show I've ever seen. I'm just kidding. No, but it's fucking fantastic. I am like head over heels in love with this fucking show. And so Star Wars is back. They won me back.
You're declaring it now?
I'm declaring it right now. Star Wars is back, baby. And let me just say,
good for you,
too,
buddy. I'm happy for you.
all the Star Wars shows that I've seen have all been like either like pretty good or just fine, because there's a lot of discourse about all these Star Wars.
Okay, I was about to say, you're like, Star Wars is back, but I'm like, when did they lose you? What like?
No.
When did you jump off?
He's upset with or not upset, but like I think he's just burned out by the fandom. Maybe
the fandom is what's lost me, because like ever since
online noise.
Since like they started doing like Disney Plus shows, just like everybody hates everything. It's just like y'all just gonna complain to complain.
Sure.
And then this show comes out. Only the first 2 episodes are out as of right now. It's like every Tuesday. And those first 2 episodes are just like fantastic. In a world full of hate and cynicism, this show brings a bright
in the Star Wars
light.
Stars,
It's so beautiful. There's a kid that's an elephant, and he's fucking adorable.
Wait, that's what that guy.
He's like an elephant.
Oh
he's like a specific alien race. I don't know. His name's Neil.
I saw.
And he's amazing. And I'm like obsessed with this show. I love it so much. Cody, you're like, it's fine.
It's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. The fucking Star Wars fandom.
I fell asleep during the 28-minute second episode, so that's
Very
on
short.
me. That's on me.
Very short.
But yeah, I like what I'm watching. It's good. It's good.
I'm a big fan.
It's only
of it.
2 episodes. We'll see what happens.
Sure.
Yeah.
But it's the best show I've ever seen in my entire life. And it's got really great directors behind it too. So I look forward to every single episode. So I'm obsessed with Skeleton Crew.
I'm
like
happy
I said.
for you. I'm really happy.
Greatest
for
show
you,
of all
buddy.
time.
Yeah.
King Sporkout brings up, I dig Creature Commandos. I also watched those first 2 episodes
I didn't know those out.
on Max.
Oh, okay.
The James Gunn joint of animation.
Okay.
Those are fun too.
Okay. Check those out.
Not the greatest show of all time.
Okay.
What Anthony M says, let's see how Christian feels about Star Wars when we get live action Rata the Hutt.
Is that the news today? What's his face from the bear? Is in
Cousin?
No, the main
he was
one.
in Andor.
The main cousin.
Oh.
He's in the
main
Mandalorian
cousin.
and Grogu movie. Jeremy Allen Wright. What?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
that's
in,
the cousin.
I mean,
They're making
he's-
Mandalorian. They're making a movie.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think that's what he's.
I think they
referencing.
shot it already too, right?
I'm
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
But I think he's playing Jabba the Hutt's kid. So if that's who that
Oh.
is, then yes. We'll see.
That'd be great if Jabba the Hutt, right?
Sure.
Like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That'd be great if just like Jeremy Allen White was just like himself.
Yeah.
and like Jabba just had an affair with a human.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works, but it's just they created a beautiful man.
Yeah. Who would have thought?
Yeah, in an apron. He's wearing a chef's apron too. Yeah, those are the shows that I'm watching. I don't think I've seen I need to catch up on Creep tapes. You don't watch this. You would be scared.
I mean, it's a fun show.
That is actually really. Do you like Mark Duplass?
Yeah.
Yeah. He did a found footage movie called Creep in Creep 2 back in the day.
Yeah.
And he did a series, kind of an anthology series ish, of the same kind of concept for Shudder, and it's really fun.
Oh, okay.
The latest episode is my favorite of the series. It's fucking fantastic.
I'm only on episode. I gotta start 4. I'd like.
You gotta stop replaying those first 2 episodes of Skeleton.
Well, and I'm also watching New Girl, which is like the greatest show of all time. New Girl's fantastic.
You just discovered New Girl?
No. Like, I watched, I think, the first season back when it first came on Netflix, like way back in the day. And then I was like, this is a good show, and I never picked it up again. And then just like we kind of just put it on like in the background. We started watching.
It's a perfect background show to have.
Yeah,
on.
But it's who's that? It's Jess.
Yeah.
It's Jess. She's quirky. Yeah. She's got bangs.
She's got bangs.
It's a good show.
Okay.
Yeah. Anthony says filming is complete, but I believe it has a 2026 release. Okay. Well,
for the Mandalorian movie.
Yeah. Well, Star Wars is back. Okay. Cody, what about you? Are you watching anything?
Steals the show. Best part of the fucking movie. I was stunned by how much he was actually in it and played a actual important part in it.
Okay. Yeah, because I saw him and Kyle Mooney did like a Hot Ones thing together, so I figured he's probably in the movie.
It's not for everybody. It's for a very specific. If you grew up like SoCal in the fucking early 2000s,
so it's like right for us.
It's I loved it. I loved Y2K. Yeah.
I need to watch it.
Yeah. That's the only thing I really watched. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bit of a slower week. I watched the Lakers lose a couple times. That was rough.
I know you played baseball. You keep up with any sports or nah?
I don't.
So boring, right?
I really should. I mean, but I just don't.
So you have no thoughts on Juan Soto leaving the Yankees?
It sounds like a career-ending move. Or no?
I mean, going to the Mets sometimes is.
Sure.
Okay,
but
it's not. You're not totally wrong yet.
He got like $170 million or something like that.
$760-something million.
Jesus Christ!
It's the biggest contract I believe in North American sports history.
Bigger than Shohei?
Yes.
Oh, that's a crime.
By about $68 million, I think.
Dang.
Wow.
Yeah.
Same. Baseball's crazy.
That's like if like Chris Evans were to return to Marvel somehow, and they gave him a fat check.
Could you imagine?
Is that happening?
That's apparently happening.
It is.
I
think
I was being a little cheeky.
Yeah.
I was being a cheeky bugger.
Yeah. I know nothing about.
Do you like those Marvel movies? Wow. Okay.
I do. I do. Yeah. Sure. I think there's a lot of them, so I think you can't really just like pinpoint one or the other. But that's the thing is like I'm really not that hard to please. So I love it. I love the action shots. I love the epic. I love it. And as much as we can complain about it, I think it will. I mean, I think it's a pop cultural marker that's going to stand the test of time. I think the Marvel universe is. I know, and people are going to come for this. Might be a hot take, but I think it literally is our Shakespeare. I think people have elevated Shakespeare to a level that he might not have been at his time, right? It was just like he was supported by the Queen and they put up stuff that the people loved. Yeah. And I think to me the Marvel movies are almost Shakespearean. The heights are out of this world heights. Like the stakes. The actors are beyond having to use their imagination on those sets. So I think if you can pull out any sort of trace of humanity or like actual like human relationships from those movies, then you have to applaud that because there's just so much going on around those people. So I love them. Anybody from Marvel watching? Well, how big is your all's reach? I do wear silicone suits and
he's like 7 feet tall.
Yeah, with these boots. So
those boots were not made for walking, but he makes it work.
I love the Marvel movies. I always go watch them.
Yeah, I feel like what was the last one? Like a Deadpool, huh? Yeah, that was the last one.
That was the only one.
Yeah, they started to space him out a little bit more. Yeah. Give him some room to breathe. Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. Yeah, no, I like the Marvel movies. Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. I have to point out Robert back in the chat. He's guaranteed $300 million over the next 5 seasons. It's ridiculous.
Talking Soto.
Robert knows what's up.
Insane.
Yeah,
Robert. It's a 16-year contract.
What team does Robert?
Or 15-year.
He'll have to answer that. I mean, the Cincinnati Reds, I think, is what what he used to say.
Thoughts on that, Cody?
But
a small market team. I like the Reds.
Yeah.
They're fun. They're scrappy.
Are they better than the Angels?
Every team's better than the Angels. We don't gotta talk about that.
He's an Angels fan.
Yeah.
We don't need to go there.
I'm a Dodgers fan.
Oh, I see.
So, you know.
I think
He's been a Dodgers fan since a month ago.
Riding high on the, it's a big win we've been trying to go for many years. I know we got it in 2020, and people were giving him shit. Oh, you're not getting your parade. We got a parade.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
Really
all
happy.
we need. Yeah.
Just spend more than everybody else, and you can get a championship too, guys. Yeah.
Okay. Well, spend more.
Anyway.
Yeah, maybe he'll say Reds. Maybe he'll say Reds. Because I know our minor league team in Louisville, Kentucky, where I'm from, is the Louisville Bats, and I know them. That's the team that kind of feeds into this.
The Bats
to the Reds. So
yeah.
So I think that's what he would say. I don't know how, but yeah, the Reds. Robert was the baseball star. Yeah, I just played baseball.
Because everyone else.
I went into theater because my sister did theater, and then I just played baseball because my brother played baseball. I was the youngest, so I was kind of just like, doing what my brother was doing.
Yeah, dipping your toe into both worlds.
Yeah.
Robert confirmed.
Says it is the Reds.
Okay, we got it.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Better than the Angels, am I right?
We don't got to do this again. We already established
Robert, can you believe that?
We don't need to go there.
He's an Angels fan.
What
What an
I
idiot.
live in the area.
Yeah.
It makes sense, honestly.
You live in Corona. That's far.
I lived in Corona.
Sorry.
It's a short 25-minute drive to Angel Stadium. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right.
With no traffic.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I have no comment about sport. I watched the Angels in the Outfield.
Yeah, you did.
That's a great movie.
And that's a great
They
movie.
finally,
I can talk baseball movies. Let's talk The Rookie.
Oh, dude, The Rookie. I love The Rookie. I saw that in theaters.
Yeah.
They took them so long to get Angels in the Outfield on Disney Plus, and they finally put it on there this year.
Oh, really?
It wasn't on there when
Love
Disney
it.
Plus launched, and now it's there. What's your favorite baseball movie?
Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Big fat stinky cheese.
Yeah. Hosenberger.
Yeah, that's got to be the favorite.
That's a tough one. Yeah, I might go Field of Dreams, maybe.
Oh, God.
I'm trying to think.
The real answer.
Yeah,
it's a great movie. Or Angels in the Outfield. That's up there, too.
I like Major League. That's like the more kind of like angry approach.
That's weird. I like Major League 2.
I do like it. No.
Crazy.
I like Major League 2. I even like Major League Back to the Minors.
I won't go that far. I will not go that far. Manny
Both
says my
fun
favorite
movies.
baseball movie is Coach Carter. Now, Manny, don't con me. Moneyball, obviously pretty good. That's almost not a baseball.
Moneyball is, of course, hands down.
But it's almost not
I
a
watched
baseball.
that again this weekend.
You watched it too many. I think we were
Moneyball.
I think we watched that when we were in Yucca.
No, we watched Collateral.
Collateral.
Yeah. Oh, no. I meant for filming.
Oh, I think we did.
I think I put Moneyball on. Yeah. At one point.
That's right.
Like before it happened. Yeah.
Yeah. We need to have that on all of our sets. Let's get inspired by Moneyball before we start.
It runs in the family. Robert says, "Did he just say funky butt loving?"
Oh yes,
that's
Rookie of the Year.
That's
Rookie
good.
of the Year.
Oh, we've met him before.
Robert?
No, not Robert.
Oh.
The kid that played
he was on
Henry
Schmodown a couple times.
Roland Gardner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He came in for a couple of our shoots back in the day at one of our old jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. Cool dude.
Sick.
Yeah. I was like, "You still got that arm?" He's like, "Dude, I was in American Pie. Shut up."
Yeah.
He didn't say that. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
I have one question, Kristen. Are we going to do this emo Christmas night that I was telling you about in the group chat?
Oh, we can.
Because I was sent it over hoping you guys would say, yes, let's do this. And all I got were a couple LOLs and chuckles. Are
Oh,
we going to do this?
we can. Yeah, if you want.
Okay. Just let you know. I'm just going to mark that down. I got it on
Okay.
air.
Pick
Yeah.
a date.
It's either this Wednesday or next Wednesday. It's when they have karaoke.
I could maybe do next Wednesday.
Okay. All right.
That's it. Not even Christmas. I guess the following Wednesday.
Next
was
one's Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What do you have? A family?
Yeah.
What do you got? Things to do?
Yeah, I might have to do that.
Bring the
Yeah, I might have
kids.
to move some things around. Yeah,
Okay.
We'll see. Anyway, emo Christmas bar. We're going to go check it
We're
out.
gonna do it.
Emo Christmas.
Emo Christmas.
Yeah.
You want to come? Are you gonna be in LA at this time?
Tickets are $18. Let's do it, guys.
Where? What day is this?
Apparently
We're
next
gonna figure
Wednesday.
it out.
Apparently next Wednesday. We'll figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be gone.
No.
I want
Climbing more rocks. Damn
Karaoke
it.
with Chris. I don't want to do it with you.
Yeah.
You're gonna do Blink 182's Christmas song?
You don't know what I'm going to do. You don't know me. You've never done karaoke with
Did you
me.
just see? I saw a clip. Sorry, I burped and it smelled. I apologize. It smelled like
It's okay.
broccoli. you ever had broccoli, by the way?
Oh, that's the worst. Yeah.
No, you got to roast it. That's why.
Ugh.
You got to roast it with oil,
Yeah.
salt and pepper.
Yeah. Still sucks.
You got to burn it a little bit so it's a
No.
little crispy. No.
No.
You
Should
like
burn
broccoli,
enough
right?
to where it just
I love
bursts into
broccoli.
flame.
You're vegetarian, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I remember. I listen.
Oh.
I'm attacking you.
That's great. 'Cause my next question was, you like burgers, right, Chris?
Yeah.
You got me. Thank God, Christian.
No, before we wrap it up, I did see like I think Sabrina Carpenter had like a Christmas special, but I saw a clip of her and like Chappell Roan singing Last Christmas,
Uh-huh.
and it was just wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
It was just wonderful.
Mhm.
I'm not like I like Christmas, but I'm a Halloween guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Under-
Really, you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Understandably.
You can
Yeah.
sell, I know. But I saw that and I was like, oh, that's joyful.
Okay.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Not a
you-
Christmas guy.
You,
Oh, okay.
oh, you would actually be great in our Elves on the Shelf shorts.
Oh,
You
yeah,
would
you
love
would.
that.
You
I'll
would.
send it to you. I
Yeah.
did 2 like short films about an elf on the shelf,
Oh, yeah.
and I've been wanting to do a third. I have an idea for a 2-parter finale, for
You're right.
of part 3 and 4.
Like an Infinity War.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
literally like that. I just haven't had time to do it, but I'll tell you about it after. I'll send you them too. But yeah, they're like Christmas themed.
Oh, that's great.
Horror shorts, so they're a lot of fun. So, as we wrap it up here, Chris, I do want to thank you for joining us here on this show, on this program.
Oh, yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
You're
It was great.
always welcome. We won't flake out and cancel on you.
Yeah.
It's only a 1-time, maybe a 2-time thing. Okay. But yeah, no, it was a pleasure to have you here and talking to you, getting to know you more, and just hearing about all your crazy dirtbag stories.
Yeah.
That sounds weird. Your rock climbing stories.
There we go.
Yeah. But tell everyone where they can find you, all the music that you plug away, and we'll have links in the description.
Yeah, of course. Just my name, just at Chris Brumley or at Chris__Brumley across all social platforms. But if you want to get into the holiday spirit, you can stream Christmas with You by Chris Brumley on any music streaming platform, or watch my family in the home video on YouTube, since you're on YouTube.
Robert will be in there.
Yeah,
heavily featured.
Yeah, Robert's featured.
Okay.
My parents, everyone's in there.
Love
Nice.
it. And you can also check him out in our newest short film, Don. He's got the as credit. You see that? He's got the as credit.
Yeah, you got the and the ass.
And
yeah.
dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It
like
was-
Samuel
yeah.
Jackson as Nick
Yeah.
Fury.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. I was blown away. I really was. I was like, where the heck is my name?
Should have been the first one.
Yeah.
Alphabetical order.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go check that out. Robert says I'm not in the video.
Ah.
Yes, he is.
Oh.
Anyways,
We're going to need to pull that video up right now.
We're gonna have to pull up some
Analyze
evidence.
the footage.
So yeah, be sure to check that out. Make sure you're hitting the like button, leaving a comment on this video as well. Do all the things you do. And hey, if you ever want to listen to us on the go, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all those things. Check it out. If you're on the road sometimes, like how Chris is on the road sometimes, and you can't see these beautiful faces, faces, go over there, check it out. That actually helps out the show a lot as well. And what does help out the show a lot is our Patreon, patreon.com/Wangers. If you want to join that and support all the things that we're doing, you get some exclusive stuff like movie commentaries and a commentary on the newest short film that we just did. All the proceeds of that Patreon go to all of our projects. It would have been nice if I said like it proceeds. I hear proceeds and I think
Yeah.
like a charity. I'm not going to
Yeah.
say that. I'm sorry.
You
We have
really set
donated to
that up.
charities before, but we don't make a whole lot of money. But yeah, it does support us here.
You
in
guys
all
are
of
funding our
projects.
stuff, and we
Yes.
appreciate that very
We
much.
very much appreciate it. And
We paid Chris because of you guys.
yeah, he was
Thank
paid.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
5 years ago, he wouldn't have been paid.
No.
Yeah.
It wasn't a lot, but it was something.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
more than some other people.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Damn it! So I could have gotten cheaper.
No,
I'm just kidding.
not now. Price went up.
Damn it.
Price today is
Damn
not the
it.
price yesterday.
All right, these damn tariffs. Okay. Chris, every single week we give a shout out to our Patreon supporters that support us at $15 and up. And every time I say someone's name, it's followed by a soundbite. So
Soundbite, a random out of context sound from our past shows.
you don't need
Oh,
to
yes.
explain anything. So
Um,
whatever you might hear, just know that it's out of context. Okay.
We're going to
Okay.
power through.
Yes.
Yep.
Aaron Woodley. Alec M.S. Young. Arcadio Castellanos. By the way, hit the like button, subscribe, do all those things. Please. Billy Storley. Hit the like button. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. If you're watching after the show is live, Bobby Mitchell. Brian Arsenal.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Sorry, Chris. Brian D. Listen, what he did, would you have done that? Chris Jones.
As we wait for that, James brings up shout out I can't fucking talk.
Cindy Perez. Hi, Cindy.
Coming back again.
Is that newer?
No, that's old.
Wow. FS1138.
For some reason.
Giuseppe. Fuck! Harley Payne. See that note was
Did it,
hit.
buddy.
John Noto. Julia Connor.
I am God.
Carl Soderback. Oh! Kat Markham.
Oh.
Kyle Johnson.
Oh.
Maris Thornton.
Oh.
Michael Bittner. Nick Wade.
Oh, Xenon.
Senior Film.
Okay, Xenon.
You know Xenon, the girl of the 21st century? You fan of that?
Okay, Xenon.
For sure.
No? Okay, cool. Just making sure. You catch it. All right. Sergio Castaneda.
Oh.
Sheridan Ponce.
Oh.
Stephanie Merritt. Did you see that note? Hit that note. Stefan Solosi. Terry Stockwell.
This is great. This is so much fun. We're having fun.
TJ Jones. Tyler Eklund.
Who can say if I've been changed for the better?
You caught it finally. You caught up to it. And finally, Wiley Todd.
Thank you all
I guess
so much
I'll
for
come back
continuing to
over and
watch
four
with
people
us.
talking.
Make
We're
sure
all
you,
talking about four
yeah,
different
17 different things. Make sure you keep hitting that like
The
button.
podcast version.
Commenting
is going
down
to
below
be
things.
like
How are you guys enjoying the Oscars?
So bad.
Is anyone
Broken
watching?
Cecilia?
They're a very professional
There we go.
show.
Mm.
Very
Yes.
professional. There you go, folks. Thank you all. Again, hit the like button. Follow Chris on all of his future endeavors, all the things that he's doing. Check out his music. Check out his profile. Do all the things. He's a great human being. Wonderful family. Just the best. In fact, if the Brumley family needs anyone, any extra help around the house around this Christmas, just,
Whoa,
you know.
don't say that.
Okay.
You get the invite.
All right. Thank you all. Appreciate you. Love you all. We'll see you all next time. Just let the credits play through.
Oh.
We did it. We did it.
Okay, Xenon.
That was my.
I am God.
What was his name? Protozoa. Protozoa.
For some reason.
I'd also burp a lot.
For some reason.
I wouldn't do that for your first time here.
All the burps are you?
Yeah, I'm looking. I think most of those are during our karaoke streams.
That batch
okay.
was.
Okay.
Okay, just saying. By the way, if you leave a comment on this episode, it'll be featured on next episode, just like the ones here. So make sure you leave a comment, because it's recognition, and it's like, oh, cool.
This is great. This is so much fun. We're having fun.
I was on that show. Do the things.
Who can say if I've
You know what song that is?
been changed for the better?
Who's that?
That was me.
Oh, yeah?
Most of these are me, because Cody
Oh,
pulled them.
nice.
Bastard. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.